The wealthy told you they got lucky. They were not lying, but they were not telling you the whole truth either. Because what they left out was not a savings rate. It was not a habit. It was not a spreadsheet. It was a framework, running silently underneath every decision they made. And that framework is what we are going to name today, starting with the layer that comes before everything else. Think about someone you know who seems to have it together financially. Not richer than you necessarily, just more certain, more deliberate, more deliberate. They don't panic when a bill arrives. They don't spend 2 weeks deciding on whether to open an investment account. They move like the money is theirs to command. That certainty is not confidence. It is not arrogance either. It is something else. Something that was either handed down to them or built quietly over time. Dr. Thomas Stanley spent decades studying millionaires in America. Not the flashy ones, the ones next door. And what he found was consistent across every case he studied. They did not earn more than their peers in most cases. They thought about money differently. Their decisions were faster. Their relationship to risk was calmer. Their long-term view was longer. Corporate leaders talk about money like it belongs to someone else. Private owners talk about it like a scoreboard they personally play on. That difference has a name. In SowPow, the 7-stage framework we are building through this entire series, before stage 1 can begin, there is stage 0. Prepare the ground. 3 components. All 3 must be in place before any strategy can take root. The first is deserve. The wealthy do not say they deserve to build wealth. They believe it. Their calendar votes for it. Their bank account votes for it. Their daily decisions vote for it. There is no gap between what they say and what they actually do. Here is the honest question. What is your wealth number in 20 years? Write it down. Now look at the last 30 days of your decisions. Do those decisions vote for that number? Be honest. The second is confidence. The wealthy are not confident because they know everything. They are confident because they know how to find the answer fast. Resourcefulness is the skill, not knowledge. The private owner who says yes across a lunch table before the check arrives has stopped waiting to know everything before they act. Rate your confidence in building wealth from 1 to 10. Then name 3 past experiences that prove that you can figure hard things out when it matters. You have more evidence than you think you do. The third is risk. For many of us, especially if you grew up in an immigrant household, a first-generation family, a community where every dollar had a name and every sacrifice had a face, risk was never just a financial concept. It was a family policy. Every dollar earned, every loss felt personally. That carefulness protected the first dollar. That instinct is not a flaw. It is heritage. But the same carefulness that protected your family from losing everything when pointed in the right direction is exactly what builds dynasties. The wealthy do not avoid risk. They manage it. They know the difference between a risk that destroys and a risk that compounds. Not personality traits, not luck, not something you were born with or without. Learned skills, which means they can be taught, which means they can be yours. I want to be clear about what this series is and what it is not. Everything in the Babylon blueprint, every episode, every concept, every stage is education, framework, principles. The operating manual that wealthy families pass down privately and most people were never given access to. I'm not going to tell you which product to buy or which account to open in this video. That is not what we do here. What we do here is make sure that when you make that decision, you make it from understanding, not confusion, not pressure. Stage 0 is the work that happens before the financial decisions. Get this ground right, and every stage that follows becomes easier. Skip it, and every strategy you build on top of it will eventually hit the same ceiling. I will share the Stage Finder quiz. Please do take it if you do choose to do so. In a few minutes, it tells you which stage you're actually in and what to focus on first. Here is your one small seed for this week. The next time you make a financial decision, before you say yes or no, ask yourself this one question. Am I treating this money like it belongs to someone else, or like a scoreboard I personally play on? That question alone, asked consistently, will change more than any strategy I could give you. This is episode 1 of the Babylon Blueprint. 6 episodes, 3 stages, one sequence that changes everything. Episode 2 is next, stage 1. And stage 1 is where the real work begins. Plant the seed today that shades you or someone you love tomorrow. I will see you in the next one.